Welcome to Contracting Conversations. My name is Scott Williams, and I'm joined by my co-host, Jim Valley. Today, we are talking with Steve Malashevitz, DAU's Learning Asset Manager for the learning assets, which are under the Quantitative Methods Credential, listed in DAU's iCatalog as CCON 004. Steve, welcome back.
Well, thanks for having me back, Scott.
Hey, Steve, to start us off, can you tell us in a general sense what the Quantitative Methods Credential is all about?
Well, prior to the transformation, our quantitative pricing techniques like statistics, regression, and learning curves, those were presented in stages over 3 courses, CON 170, 270, and 370. As a result of our transformation, people can now target the specific skill sets that they need and acquire them virtually without spending 6 weeks in a classroom. We've organized those skills under 2 credentials. This one, which is CCON 04, Quantitative Methods, and CCON 27, Quantitative Methods Application.
Okay, Steve, thanks. You mentioned virtual courses. So how do those fit together, and is there a particular sequence they should be taken?
There are 3 of these virtual instructor-led courses, and then we have 2 additional learning assets in CCON 04. The courses are CON 7400 Statistics, CON 7410 Regression, and CON 7420 Learning Curves. And that in itself is a pretty logical sequence right there. The 2 learning assets are videos that address quantity discount curves and pricing bands, which we introduced the quantity discount curves in CON 7420 prior to discussion on learning curves. So in my mind, another logical progression would be to view those 2 assets, those 2 videos, after taking CON 7420. And both of them, you'll be hearing from practitioners in the field on how to structure and price quantity discounts.
Great, Steve. Hey, is there an assessment the students need to complete in order to get credit for the credential?
There's not an assessment for the overall credential. CON 7400, 7410, and 7420 each have their own assessments. There are no assessments on the videos.
All right, Steve. So I know you don't necessarily have to take the credential. You could take each of these individual assets on their own. But is there a target audience for the credential itself?
I'd probably describe the target audience in tiers. That first tier being people who are actually doing cost and price analysis and contracting, or someone perhaps who's doing cost estimating on the comptroller side of the house. The second tier are the folks that would like to have a better understanding of the cost and price analyses being done and the types of questions you'd ask in reviewing either the government or their contractor's basis of estimate.
Hey, thanks, Steve. Question is, I understand that once you earn a credential, it lasts for anywhere from 3 to 5 years, depending on the credential. And at that point, you have to renew. Do I have that process correct?
Yes, that's right. There'll be a process in the future that will allow a student to renew the credential. We expect the credential holder will be notified up to 6 months before the credential expires what will be required to renew that credential, whether that will be an assessment of some kind, a hot topic kind of a learning asset, or even a short learning module. And that's all yet to be determined. Each renewal process will be unique to the credential.
All right, thanks, Steve. So we appreciate you coming to the show today to discuss the Quantitative Methods Credential. Thank you.
Well, thanks for having me, Jim.
All right, it's great to have you. So look for our next segments with Steve, where we will delve further into each of the virtual assets under the credential umbrella. That'll be CON 7400 Statistics, CON 7410 Regression Analysis, and or CON 7420V Learning Curve Analysis. Please look for these in the Contracting Conversations podcast channel or in the iCatalog, where information on these courses reside. So this is all the time we have for today, but please, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our Contracting Conversations channel. Type any comments below. We really need those so we can look at future topics. So include your questions for discussions and spread the word of this channel to your peers and to those you supervise or lead. Help us answer their questions. We look forward to having future contracting conversations with you.